Same outfits, same day, different video. Hello! Hope you guys are all okay and all good. Welcome to another video. My name is George. For those of you who don't know, feel free to subscribe down below if you're not already. And this is Jordan.
Hello.
Hello. Hopefully you saw our last video, which was our must-dos and must-sees for our upcoming holiday to Orlando, where we're going to Disney World and Universal Studios.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Does that work better?
That's
Okay.
much better.
Cool. So we wanted to make these videos as a way of remembering the holiday
And
sharing with family and
you.
friends. And you! Hi! So we did a must-dos and must-sees. If you've not watched it yet, go watch it. It's pretty good, I think. Even though I've not edited it yet. But I'm just going to assume that it's good.
It will be good.
And so what we're doing for this video is our must-rides.
Yes.
So just like last time, it's been split by park. There are fewer joint things on this one. I feel like we were slightly more restrained. And yeah, let's get into it.
Okay.
Start with the Magic Kingdom, and you can go first.
So my favourite and must ride is the Haunted Mansion. So to me, that's a classic ride. It's one of those rides that you just have to do. I think it's just so well themed. You just get so lost in it that it's just one of those things you've got to do. You've got to do. And the merchandise that they sell there is just next level.
And there's more and more of it now,
Yeah.
which will keep you happy.
No, which is good because that'll draw more people in.
Yeah.
And like we said with the Tiki Room last time, if
Oh
you
my
don't go,
God.
it will disappear.
Yes, and you'll
we,
be mad.
And we can't afford to lose a Haunted
No,
Mansion.
you'll be mad if it
I
goes.
will be very mad.
You'll be very cross.
I will be very cross.
So mine for this is another classique ride, which is Splash Mountain, or as Jaden Matt would say, Splash Mountain. I love Splash Mountain. It's one of the few rides that I remember from when I went when I was like 14. I love the music in it.
Yes.
I remember reading like books about Brer Rabbit and Brer Bear. Like my grandparents had the book, so it's like kind of nostalgic and lovely, and it's just a really fun ride.
Yeah.
And that music will get stuck in your head.
Absolutely.
All
day long.
All day long. You will be singing How Do You Do?
Yeah.
Really pleased to meet you for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And it's great, especially when it's hot, because it's like
Yeah.
water ride. It's
a water
fantastic.
ride, yeah.
I love it an awful lot.
Yeah, and it's one of those rides which feels worth it. Like I think it's at least 10 minutes long.
Yeah, it's a long old ride.
And so it feels like you've had a good ride.
Yeah, it's not like you're queuing up because obviously that queue can get quite long.
Yes.
But you're not queuing up for ages for something that's only going to last for like a minute.
No.
You're queuing up for a really well themed water ride with multiple drops.
Yeah. Which you now remember.
Which I now remember. Oh, we do have joint ones for this.
Yep.
Oh no, I forgot we were going to tell this story. Oh, I hate this story. It made me I was so sad. You tell it. I'm just going to cry.
So, what do I do? Our joint Magic Kingdom must ride is the Astro Orbiters, which is a sort of rocket-based spinny ride thing.
Yeah.
A bit like the Dumbo ride, if you're familiar with that, but rockets. And instead of the Dumbo ride, where you sit side by side, you sit one in front of the other. And therein lies a problem. In the last time we went, we tried both getting in the same rocket, and we didn't manage it.
It did not work.
we got the manoeuvre wrong, I think.
Yeah.
And George very quickly gave up trying to get in and was instead crying by the wayside.
I wasn't crying, I was just very sad. Like I think it was just like because everyone else had already gotten in.
Yes.
Everyone else was already in and ready to go, and it was just us.
Yeah.
And I was suddenly feeling very embarrassed and
Yeah.
like because I felt like
You were too fat to get in.
I felt like I was too fat to get in the Astro Orbiter, and it upset me so deeply because I was chunkier at the time.
Well, we both were.
We both were chunkier at the time, and I just felt like an enormous fat pig that couldn't fit in the Astro Orbiters, and I hated it. I was so sad.
Even though it was just a technique we got wrong.
Yes, probably, but I was still really sad about it because I was already feeling sensitive about how big I was, and like.
Yeah.
And then
so the icing on the cake is me riding around on
I
my own.
know, you like me just stood to one side while you're riding around in the Astro Orbiter, so I've never been on it.
No. So for us, as slightly more svelte
Yes.
adults, it is a must that we do it together because it would be a really cute ride.
I don't know. I wouldn't know.
Especially at night time, which I think we'll probably plan on doing it. So that is our joint must do.
Yeah. Oh, but there is another one on there. Like another joint must do is the People Mover.
Yeah. So again, the People Mover is a classic that has to be done. Everyone loves the People Mover. Anyway. There's nothing not to like about being ridden around, being able to see across the whole of Tomorrowland and towards Main Street in the air conditioning, getting a bit of breeze, just to rest your feet for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
There really is nothing to not like.
No, it's just a really nice ride. I like it a lot. And but that one I do feel like that gets a lot of love. So that's not that's not a ride or it'll go. That always has a queue.
Always has a queue. And there are even T-shirts which say "Meet me at the People Mover."
Yeah. Okay, so on to Epcot.
So my must ride for Epcot is Space Perth. I know it's cliche.
It's not a cliche.
It is a cliche. Everyone would say Space Perth, but Space Perth, as you know, is like it's the icon. It is the must ride. It's been there from day one. It is what Epcot is all about, and I find it quite sentimental.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like we said, Epcot used to be my favourite park, and Space Perth is intrinsically linked to Epcot. And it's about to go under refurbishment next year for a long time. So we must, and that's why I'm taking you on it 3 times.
Oh yeah, we've got 3 different fast passes for that, haven't we?
Yeah, problem.
Dedication. I don't think it's a cliche. I think it's only a cliche if you go to it first. I think that's a cliche. That's the thing that always bothers me when we're watching other people's vlogs, is that they walk in and they're like, right, well, Space Perth's here, let's go on that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why?
Why? Yeah, because then the queue is just massive because everyone...
That's where everyone's gone. Yeah. Go to the back. My one for this is Finding Nemo, The Seas, which... I love.
Yeah.
Apparently it was something else beforehand. It was just the seas beforehand. I didn't know that. I don't think I went on it last time. When I first went. We did go on it a couple of times last time. I remember eating red velvet Oreos in the queue.
Yes.
On the subject of being too fat for the Astro Orbiters, we were eating Oreos in a queue.
Yes.
I love it. It just tells the story of Finding Nemo. It's incredible. I love Finding Nemo, if that wasn't clear from the last video where I talked about the musical. I think it's a great ride. And also, we had like a magic moment last time. A magical moment.
Yes.
Because when we were looking at the fishes afterwards... when we were looking at the fishes afterwards, a cast member came over and took us up to look at the tank where they fed them and stuff.
Yeah.
Which was amazing. So I have like apart from already loving Finding Nemo, I have like a sentimental attachment to that ride.
To the seas. Well, that's the seas in general.
To the seas in general. I think it's stunning.
You are right. Previously, it used to just be the seas. The same ride system, but without the sort of Finding Nemo, and it used to be more factual based. But they've done a good job. I do like it.
And now someone was saying that they've like done it all up and like fixed everything.
Yeah.
We're watching.
So they've refurbished the seas, because obviously the seas is staying even throughout the Epcot overhaul. So
cool.
Good.
So next up in Hollywood Studios, you go.
Toy Story Mania. Easy because I always win. So
did you win last time?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably. I mean,
so Toy Story Mania is like what would you call that? Like an interactive sort of shooting game.
It's
like
very similar to like
Space Ranger Spin. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's great fun. It's super competitive, and I always win. So yeah.
And if he doesn't win, he'll get the face on.
Yeah.
Which you'll see when I win. So mine, same land, is Slinky Dog Dash. As a huge Toy Story fan, as I think we put across in the last video, I'm super excited for Toy Story Land and super excited to ride Slinky Dog Dash because everything I've heard about it and everything I've seen of it is brilliant. And I can't wait. I think it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. So we need to do it in the daytime. We need to do it in the night time. I think it's two completely different experiences from what we've seen.
Yeah, like from what I can tell, it looks like, and I don't know. I mean, it's gonna have a big queue.
Yeah,
but
we do have fast pass.
We do have fast pass, but I would like to do it as many times as possible. Yeah. Front, back, night, day.
Okay.
Midday. Can I just sit on it? But we do have a joint one for Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
Which is Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run.
Yes.
In Star Wars Land. Again, huge Star Wars fans.
So we touched on that in the last video.
We did touch on that in the last video.
Wanting to see Galaxy's Edge full stop. But obviously Smuggler's Run is the attraction there. We've done Star Tours, and this is like Star Tours on steroids, so
I can't wait.
we're super excited about that.
I'm so excited.
It's a shame we miss out on Rise of the Resistance,
By
which
like
is
a week.
Which,
By like a week.
which is the sort of major e-ticket attraction coming to Galaxy's Edge. But I guess that gives us something to look forward to next
Yes,
time.
true.
So,
But it was sad when they're like, opening December 8th. And I was like, what?
but we never expected to have Galaxy's Edge
No,
full
that's
stop.
true.
We
That
thought
is
that
true.
would be next year.
That's
So
very true.
at least we get sort of 50%.
I know, I'm being
Maybe.
greedy now. Okay, so on to Animal Kingdom.
Yes. So I think Animal Kingdom actually is my new favourite park.
Okay.
Is replace Epcot, because what is there not to like about Animal Kingdom? It's so stunning. Anyway, so my must see,
This
must
is
ride.
my rides.
My must ride there is Flight of Passage, which is the Avatar attraction. No, one of the two Avatar attractions. As we mentioned, Avatar World. Oh no, we didn't mention.
We've not
this.
mentioned that at all, actually.
So Pandora, the world of Avatar, is entirely new to us as well. We missed that by
A month.
literally a month last time, so it was quite sad because we could see the sort of floating mountains,
Oh, so cool.
and so they were sort of teasing us last time, but we just missed out. And from what we've heard and read and seen, the Flight of Passage is just incredible.
Yeah.
So we do have high expectations for that.
Sky
but
high.
hopefully it will live up to it. So for me, that's my must ride. I can't wait to see that.
I think it's going to be amazing. Because, like you said, everything we've heard about it is that it's just incredible. People have come off crying.
Yeah, and even if it isn't, it's a brand new attraction to us. And we have seen Pandora, the world of Avatar, and we do know that looks incredible. So we're super excited for that anyway.
Again, that's another thing to see at night.
Yeah.
And my one is Dinosaur. Now, we didn't get to ride Dinosaur last time because we got right near the front of the queue.
Well, we had a fast pass, didn't we?
And we had a fast pass.
Yeah.
We were right near the front and it broke.
Yeah, just as we were walking in.
Just as we were walking in. So we got given like the little doodahs to like go and do a fast pass somewhere else. And then we kind of hung around in Animal Kingdom. We went on Primeval Whirl and we were just like waiting for it to be fixed, and it just wasn't.
No.
And it was just really sad because I really liked that. I remember really loving that ride the first time I went.
We missed out on both dinosaur rides because there's the Jurassic Park
Yeah.
ride at Islands of Adventure, which was closed as well. So we had no dinosaur
No
action.
dinosaurs whatsoever. I was so sad.
Yeah, and it is a brilliant ride.
There's a picture of me hugging a dinosaur being
Yeah,
sad.
absolutely is. Yeah.
That's probably one of my favourite pictures that you took on your camera when we were away. So yeah, dinosaur, absolute must do.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want that to go away.
No,
It's wonderful.
it is. It really is.
So that's Disney World. Now, Universal Studios. Go.
So
I'm excited for it.
well, for my must ride, my must ride is Escape from Gringotts, which is the Harry Potter attraction at the Universal Studios park. It's a sort of, what would you call that? Maybe like an indoor roller coaster, perhaps.
Yeah.
It's sort of a roller coaster, sort of
3D
3D sort of. It's just great.
I have no idea. Like,
I don't know what
it's
it is.
TARDIS like.
Yeah, it's just great. So it's a sort of 3D roller coastery experience, and we're super lucky this time because obviously with us staying at Universal, we get the equivalent of a fast pass, which is unlimited for the 2 days that we have it, which means we'll be really making good use of
God,
that.
yeah.
Because last time the queue for Escape from Gringotts was just so
It was
massive.
insane. But we got really lucky. Like the first time we did it, we
were at rope drop. Yeah.
We were at rope. Well, no, because we had the extra hour because of Virgin holidays.
Yeah, we were at rope drop.
So we got in and like it just so happened that we like were standing in the right bit, even though we weren't the first in the line. We stood in the right bit that meant that we were the first train to go, which was amazing. And then we got to do it a second time because we were sat waiting for Mardi Gras, which I didn't know we were waiting for Mardi Gras. I thought we were just sitting. And then you told me it was Mardi Gras.
And you had good fun.
And I did have good fun. I got a lot of beads. They're still somewhere in this room. I don't know
They're
where.
in my suitcase.
That's the one. And we were sitting there, and this couple came over to us and just gave us these 2 fast passes just out of nowhere. It was really strange. Like they got given them for some reason or another, and they weren't going to use them, so they gave them to us. So we got to ride it again.
Yeah. But I don't think even that was enough.
No,
it was so good.
It was so good. Like, and you miss things when you
Yeah.
like you need to do it more.
Yeah. So absolutely must do.
And my must do from Universal Studios is Rip Ride Rocket, which we've never done before.
Never.
But we did sit. But while we were waiting for Mardi Gras, we spent a lot of time sitting and watching it.
Yeah.
So it's got that the lift hill that's just like Saw at Thorpe Park.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just it looks like a really brilliant ride, and we've never done it, and we like a roller coaster.
Yeah. And so we'll be using our Express Pass for that.
Yeah. Express Unlimited. Bang, bang, bang. That's Universal Studios. Hopping over to Islands of Adventure, you go.
I think this is probably a joint one because this is the thing you spoke most about since we got back. And that's the Incredible Hulk roller coaster. It's just so good. It's one of the first ever roller coasters that I went on actually when I was younger. So my mum sort of convinced me to go on with her, and it was incredible. It is incredible.
It is
cliche.
incredible. Pardon?
But
no,
it really is. Like, and just before we went last time, they sort of refurbished it. Yeah. They gave it a whole new paint job, new trains, and you really could tell the difference as well. So we need to get more time on that because the queue was so long last time.
It's the thing we waited the longest for.
Yeah.
We waited about an hour.
Yeah, which considering we were there for so long last time, that really isn't bad.
No.
But
then we waited the extra to sit at the front as well.
Yeah, we did.
We'd been there long enough.
We've been there. And so this time with our Express Pass, we'll be making good use of that.
Front, back, night, day. Over and over again. So my one for Islands of Adventure is, as you've already mentioned, we didn't get to go on it last time, which is Jurassic Park, which is a water ride.
Yep.
Log flume situation.
Yeah.
But not a log.
Certainly not a log.
We've seen videos of the refurb they've done in Hollywood, which looks amazing, but I'm glad that in Orlando I get to experience
the original.
Yeah, so which I don't think I've done before.
No. They made it into Jurassic World at
yes, that's what it
Hollywood, and it's sort of next level. But at least we'll get to you'll get to experience this one before they inevitably refurb it as well. So,
but at least I think it's fairly safe at this point because it's so close to the holiday that they're not going to close it. But because also they're up doing their fancy new unannounced roller coaster situation, whatever that is.
So there's a lot of refurb work going on around Jurassic Park, which is sad because it used to be such a nice part of the park, but all in the name of progress.
And then our joint one, which I feel like it would be silly of us not to put this on.
Absolutely.
Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure. Yeah. Which is a mouthful. I still don't think it's a good title for a roller coaster. Side note.
Well, it says what it does on the tin, though.
It is literally what it is. But so that is their brand new ride at Hogsmeade in Islands of Adventure. I heard amazing things about it. Seen videos of people waiting for like 10 hours, but that was obviously when it first opened. Now it's been open for like a few months.
Yeah, and now it's maybe 2 or 3 hours, which I'm sure we can stomach.
Which I'm sure we can handle. If we're not waiting for anything else with our unlimited passes, it wouldn't be the end of the world to actually wait for something.
No.
But yeah, it looks really exciting and well themed and
and something a little bit different, I guess. Like you don't often get roller coasters with sort of two different ride vehicles to experience. So I think we inevitably have to do it twice. Yeah. So we both get to experience either side.
I think we were both sort of hoping that the Express Pass line would have opened.
Yeah, but no.
But it's not.
That would be too good.
That would be far too kind. But it's an exciting brand new ride for us to experience together. Oh, we made it to the end. Right, so that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget to put a thumb in it and subscribe down below if you want to see more. Let us know what your must rides are in Disney World and Universal Studios. Have we missed anything that is your favourite? Yeah. And also send recommendations because it's possible something that we've not got on here that we probably would ride anyway, but like we've not thought too much about it. Yeah, and we'll see you in the next one. And you're going to say bye with me again?
Go on.
Okay, extended E. Bye.